The idyllic tranquility of Pahalgam, a scenic town nestled in the Himalayas, was shattered on April 22, 2025. A horrific terrorist attack claimed the lives of 26 innocent civilians, 25 Indian and 1 Nepali. The attack, a grim reminder of the persistent threat of terrorism, has once again brought India and Pakistan to a dangerous crossroads. The Resistance Front, a known proxy group with ties to the Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba, claimed responsibility for the carnage. This act of violence has inflamed public anger in India and ignited calls for a decisive response against those responsible. The Pahalgam attack is not an isolated incident. It represents a continuation of the cycle of violence that has plagued the region for decades. The attack serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of the long-standing conflict between India and Pakistan. As both nations grapple with the aftermath, the international community watches with bated breath, hoping to avert a catastrophic escalation. The roots of the India-Pakistan conflict run deep, entangled with the tumultuous birth of both nations in 1947. The partition of British India, which created 2 independent states along religious lines, also ignited a bitter dispute over the princely state of Jammu and Kashmir. This territorial conflict, marked by 3 major wars and countless skirmishes, has become a defining feature of the relationship between the 2 nuclear-armed neighbors. The picturesque region of Kashmir, with its snow-capped mountains and verdant valleys, has become a focal point for territorial ambitions and ideological clashes. India accuses Pakistan of sponsoring cross-border terrorism and fomenting unrest in the Kashmir Valley. Pakistan, in turn, alleges human rights violations by Indian security forces in the region. This cycle of accusations and counter-accusations has poisoned relations, making any meaningful dialogue nearly impossible. In the wake of the Pahalgam attack, India faces a difficult choice. The government must weigh the imperative for a strong response against the risks of further escalating tensions with Pakistan. Several options are on the table, each with its own set of potential consequences. Diplomatically, India could leverage its growing international influence to isolate Pakistan on the global stage. New Delhi might also consider severing remaining economic ties, further squeezing Pakistan's already struggling economy. However, the effectiveness of such measures is debatable, given the deep mistrust and historical baggage that burdens the relationship. Looming large over any potential escalation is the chilling reality of both India and Pakistan possessing nuclear weapons. The specter of a nuclear confrontation, however improbable, casts a long shadow over the region and the world. The international community, acutely aware of the catastrophic consequences of such a conflict, has urged both sides to exercise restraint. The Pahalgam attack has once again exposed the fragility of peace in South Asia. The world watches anxiously as India considers its next move, hoping that wisdom and diplomacy will prevail. The path forward is fraught with danger, but the alternative, a descent into a wider conflict, is too horrific to contemplate.